Recon, 132 fighter.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. Being chased. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzgerald going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Got his open man. It's Carr. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
He's got it at the 15. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Block 54. Block 54. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Check 52. No. Check.
And he is going to lose lose yardage here. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. To throw is Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Airing one out for Boyd. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check line 54. Line 54. You don't see me in your nightmare, son. You don't see me. Hey, exit.
Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chain. Pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw, Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go. To the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the set. Greystone travel. 54. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Fitzgerald. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54. Mike, 54. Down to lose 1. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. He finds his running back, Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Fitzgerald, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. The Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stafford. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Stafford. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
180.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more It's who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Switch. Switch. Hey, wahoo. Snap.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Off play action. Fitzgerald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Fitzgerald. And he's going to go down again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Go.
A final shot before break. Fitzgerald trying to lay one up deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
On the ball.
He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Check.
And the Bengals first down.
Big grip.
He's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Matchbox light.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Titans.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Fitzgerald. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back to throw, Stafford. And got his man, complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 94 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Especially when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on 1st down. Fitzgerald. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Delaney Walker. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
To try again after the sack. Fitzgerald, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Harold Landry, his 2nd sack of the night. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun to give to Mixon. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. That's going to be caught. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Nick Fitzgerald. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Bullock good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford completes it to Davis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. William Jackson with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Hustle, hustle. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go, D.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzgerald. Going deep for Eifert. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzgerald. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Waiting.
They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 57.
Throwing here, Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Kentrell Brice picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. It's Scarborough again. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Set. 180. You must be dreaming. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch safety quick. Easy alert. Safety quick.
Now Stafford. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the posts, go up 2 scores.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for the Titans.